believe that I have to say some of these things because it's not fucking 1950, but it's starting to smell a little fucking 1950 outside.
Well, if it isn't everybody's favorite belt-removing, wood-chopping man, Mr. Thorin Bradley.
Here are some of the gentle tips I'm going to offer to some of the young men out there desperately grasping for and seeking tips about masculinity, in my humble opinion.
Fire away, Axeman.
If your wife or girlfriend making her own money threatens you,
It would appear from observation from the endless amount of men who love to yap into microphones, they seem to think that this is the only thing that they have to provide in a relationship.
you need her to depend on you financially to keep the relationship erect,
Erect.
afloat,
Afloat, erect, throbbing, anyway.
then that means you literally do not know how to provide in any other way than this.
And then have the nerve to get upset at women who say, I don't need a man to make my own money. How are you not reading between the lines? If that is all you can offer a woman, women are saying, I don't need you for that, I can provide that for myself.
And you should probably spend a whole lot more of your time trying to learn more ways to provide, emotionally, physically, spiritually.
Providing things that money can't buy. For instance, supporting her pursuit in developing skills to make her own money. Because I don't see how I'm protecting the woman I'm with if she is in a position where she's totally financially dependent on me. For all this yapping, it places women in a position of safety. It's actually a very vulnerable place to put yourself in. Because unfortunately, too many men have taken advantage of this arrangement for their own benefit. People utilizing tools and learning skills to earn, save, and invest money is far more valuable than just giving money to people.
But if you happen to be in a relationship where she prefers to be stay-at-home, which is totally okay,
Now, obviously, you got to decide for yourself what type of relationship dynamic you want and partner up accordingly. We live in a society now where all parties involved have access to the freedom of choice.
then you have a strong fucking obligation to make sure that you are supporting endeavors, hobbies, and interests that do not mandate your involvement.
We can't have any of that. That's how she'll escape the relationship with me. When there's so many examples of men who use their hobbies and interests in order to escape from their relationship.
Rooms without windows are no fucking fun.
Damn, that's a banger quote.
There is a not so fine line between support and suppression.
And if you see the woman you're in a relationship pursuing outside interests that have nothing to do with you as a threat to your relationship,
And any attempt in your relationship at suppression just makes you look like an insecure little bitch.
yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. But the good news is you don't have to stay that way. It is something that you can work on. If, however, you're willing to drop that fragile little ego of yours.
And even if she doesn't say it out loud, she'll be thinking it.
It starts with realizing that women aren't objects and women aren't possessions to own. They're individual sovereign human beings with their own thoughts, ideas, feelings, and opinions who are able to make decisions to choose how to wish to live their own lives, which includes choosing who they wish to get into a relationship with.
Learn how to say, I don't know, and then work on a solution together as a team.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Within our society and culture, there's this expectation placed upon men that we're supposed to know everything. And also fix all problems without asking for help. I assure you, I don't know everything. And if the woman I'm with knows something that I don't know, teach me. I'm here to learn.
A father's postcoital value is built and then maintained. It is not just inherently given.
Any man can become a father. Becoming a dad is where the real work is.
Learning how to provide a safe space for a woman to make her own choice.
I want to be in a relationship with a woman who is choosing to be with me.
Emphasis on the word choice here.
I'm not going to construct the relationship in a way and put up barriers to limit her choice. I want her to have total freedom.
Is far more valuable than trying to use your opinion to inform hers.
Your romantic partner is probably going to be one of the most important relationships that you have in your life. I would be putting a lot of value on their opinion, which includes being comfortable with being open with the possibility that you might be wrong.
If you have provided genuine value in a relationship, your opinion will be heard, it'll be requested, it'll be listened to, it'll be considered. But when the time comes, offer your opinion. Don't impose it.
Just because you're a man does not mean that your opinion is more valuable than a woman's opinion.
For years and decades in our society, masculinity has been thought of in terms of quantity. How masculine is so-and-so.
It's always presented like a unit of measurement. He needs to man up. He's not man enough. Where's his manhood? He's lost his manhood. Revoke his man card.
Instead, I think we should be thinking of masculinity in terms of quality. What type of masculinity is so-and-so providing?
Just aspire and have ambition to embody being a good, decent human being and treat women with kindness, respect, and dignity, just like you would treat a man. To me, it doesn't need this masculinity label, but to each is their own.
And remember, every time you hear silence, it doesn't necessarily mean that silence needs to be broken by your opinion, by your voice. Sometimes words, your opinion does not inherently approve upon silence.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need to say anything. Just being there and providing a safe space for the person is more than enough. It may feel like you're doing nothing, but you're doing something for them.
And one more thing, before you come to me with that bullshit about how I'm pandering to my female audience, because I know someone's going to say it,
Yeah, I've certainly gotten that before.
check the analytics.
Well, I hope that revelation provides women some solace. Here we have another example of somebody who I consider a positive role model for young men, Thorin Bradley.